Now let's go to example 5. It tells us two of the coordinates of a rectangle are 3, 7 and 3, 2. The rectangle has an area of 30 square units. Give the possible locations of the other two vertices by identifying their coordinates. Use the coordinate plane to draw and check your answers. So I'm going to go to the coordinate plane, and I'm going to plot those 2 points of the coordinates that were given. So we had one point at 3, 7, that would be point A, and the other point was at 3, 2, point B. That is one side of the rectangle, so I'm going to connect those two with a vertical line. Now that tells me that I can count the spaces between those 2 points to find the length of that line. So I have a line segment of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units long. Now if I go back to example 5 space, they tell us that we have an area of 30 square units. Since it's a rectangle, we know it's length times width, and we know that area is 30 square units. The length we counted to be 5 units. We need to figure out what the width will be. So if we work backwards, we divide both by 5, we get an area of, or we get a width of 6 units. Our width is 6. Now what that means is, horizontally from both points A and point B, I can go 6 units. So I'm going to go from point A, I'm going to count 6 units to the right. That means I would have a point right there. And from point B, I go 6 units to the right. I'd have another point right there. And notice that would create my rectangles if those points were vertices. So if I look at the coordinates for those points, this top right point is going to be at 9, 7, and the bottom right point is going to be at 9, 2. So we could write those down as possible answers. But those aren't the only answers. Check this out. We could go 6 units to the left of A, and you would be right there. And we can go 6 units to the left of point D, and we would have a rectangle. I'll draw it in blue. We would have a rectangle right there. So another possibility. That means the coordinates that we would have would be at -3, 7 and -3, 2. So you can choose either these 2 answers, these 2 coordinates for your answer, if you went to the right of A and B, and you can choose these 2 coordinates for your answer if you went to the left of points A and B.